Good morning everyone, Live It Like Lisa here. Welcome to another vlog. Today we are going to do a mega kitchen clean and decorate with me. My kitchen is disgusting, and I'm not talking about Instagram disgusting where there's just a tea towel sitting on the bench and a coffee mug in the sink. I'm talking my stove top hasn't been cleaned in probably 2 weeks, and it's got that much grease caked on it that the actual burners are not even lighting anymore. So it is disgusting. My kids cook bacon and eggs pretty much daily, sometimes twice a day. Like they'll cook themselves bacon and eggs before they go to school, and oftentimes they'll cook more bacon and eggs when they come home from school. So and you know, kids, they don't clean up after themselves. So the bacon grease and like fat and everything that's been splashing out of that pan for about 2 weeks is currently sitting on the bench top and the stove, because I've just been too busy to bother cleaning it. I've been actually getting a lot of the trash to treasure makeovers done so that I can sell them and get them out of my house, and you know, start to feel like I'm decluttering. So yeah, with me doing that for the last 2 to 3 weeks, the house has just been in a state like it's not been cleaned at all. The dogs have been coming in and sleeping in our bedroom pretty much every night. There's just dog fur, and you know, that fur has gathered into a tumbleweed, so there's like big clumps of tumbleweeds in our bedroom. It's just terrible. Like the whole house is really dirty. It's not even just messy, it's dirty. So I'm going to try and get a lot of that cleaned up today and back to some sort of human livable habitation. The kitchen's going to take me quite a while because I do want to redecorate it with some of the not new things that I've bought, but some of the stuff that I've given a makeover to, I now want to decorate in that area as well. So yeah, let's get this show on the road, shall we? So this is what we're dealing with here. It is disgusting. Let's get some lights on. We still have last night's dinner dishes to clean up, probably from the night before's dinners to clean up. Dishwasher needs emptying. Bench top's disgusting. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is just absolutely gross. Have a look at all the grease splatter on the backsplash. Have a look at how much grease and crap is all over this thing. Still some gravy from last night's dinner. That's just lovely. But yeah, it's gross. Like, it really is gross. I'm not even kidding, and I'm a little bit ashamed, but well, that's real life, and we're going to get it cleaned up today. So yeah, and on the floors, you can't even see the floors, but they are full of grease. Like, they're just like slimy underneath. They're just awful. So yeah, we're going to get this whole kitchen cleaned up. And my butler's pantry, I've actually stripped all the decor off it because most of that I actually sold. I got rid of all that big French Country Cafe sign, a lot of the other little coffee signs, and yeah, a lot of that stuff I've actually sold now, and we're going to give this a good clean and redecorate it. I've got some pieces that I've found like that I already had in my stash, as well as a couple of things that got makeovers, and yeah, we're going to decorate this area. The pantry's not too bad. I gave that a bit of a clean last weekend, so it's reasonable. I mean, it is pretty neat and straight and everything, so we'll just give the shelves a bit of a wipe over to clean that. But yeah, the main business is tackling this disgusting mess. So let me set the camera up and let's just get stuck straight into it.
Thoroughly, so it's really, really, really blurry when you look out. So like this, see? Just kind of smear it around. You're not really wiping it, you're just smearing it. So it's like blurry when you look out the window.
It couldn't be much blurrier than it already is. The windows are absolutely filthy.
Yeah, but look at it now. It's blurry.
Please do a good job.
It is good. Look at it. Look how clean it is. You don't want to press down and actually really wipe it. You just want to smear it. You don't want to actually wipe it.
Window Cleaning 101 by Jessie.
Perfect.
How to get your mother to never ask you to do windows ever again.
And you just do the other side and you just leave it. There you go. Your windows are clean.
Literally, they're not.
Now make me breakfast.
Well, if you're going to have breakfast, you better do it before I clean the stove.
I'm not hungry, Mother.
Okay.
Is it supposed to be doing that?
No.
What am I doing wrong?
You've got to wipe it properly.
I am.
Yeah, like that. Then it will go away. Just, yeah.
Are you proud?
Yeah. Well, it helps me because I can't get up there to do it. I'm too fat.
Me too. But here I am. Up here doing it. You're just lazy. All you do is make excuses up, honestly. Like,
if I actually just got up and did those things, I'd probably be skinny.
that's probably why I'm wasting away to nothing.
Oh, wow! Wow! Oh, I'm going to clean this area while you're doing that.
Oh shit, I almost fell off.
Jesus, please don't.
I don't want to break my cankles again.
Your cankles! What the hell? Your cankles.
I don't want to break them.
God, oh my God, even standing up here I can't bloody reach all this shit. Wow, I think I need to vacuum first.
I can reach it. You know, I'm 5'3" now.
Are you?
I grew an inch.
It's probably your hair, actually.
No, we flattened it.
Oh,
We thought of everything.
Wow.
And I grew an inch.
Well, that's good.
Sounds taller than you.
So now I'm going to start decorating these shelves, and I'm pulling a lot of stuff from other areas of my house to put here just for a bit of a change. So I have my bird cage that I've put up there, and this frame here used to be in my bedroom, and it was very pink, like all the flowers on it were very pink. And as you can see, I've just painted over those flowers with that linseed paint and some white chalk paint as well, just to tone it down a bit and make it a little bit more neutral looking. And yeah, I've replaced the big French cafe sign with this one here, which I really like. And this was another basket makeover that I did. This used to be a very, very dark brown. And again, I've painted over it with my linseed color and some white chalk paint, and absolutely love the way it looks now. So yeah, it used to be that really, really dark brown, not even coated with any paint at all. It was almost black. and I was going to get rid of it, but my God, I'm glad I painted it because I absolutely love it. So this little bird cage here is always in here, but I've just decorated it with some other flowers inside now. And I'm going to show you a whole scan of everything at the end. This little bird cage I wanted to put in here. This still needs to get a makeover. So this is a ceramic stand, a candle stand that I got from the thrift store. And I'm eventually going to stick the bird cage onto that stand and repaint it. And yeah, I just wanted to put it in its place for now, just to make sure that that's where I liked where it was going to go. And yeah, that'll be another upcoming video giving that little bird cage a makeover. So my silver teapots and little sugar bowl and jug and platter here, they are have always been in this spot. I'm just moving them up to the top because they're not an item that I actually use. I'm just using them for decor. Now, this was a absolutely brilliant Facebook find. We actually got 3 of these vintage coffee grinders for $10 for all 3 of them. And I only really wanted to keep this one because it was just the color and everything that I liked. So we ended up keeping this one and just relisting the other 2, and we relisted the other 2 for $50 each, and they both sold within a couple of hours. So that was a huge score and a really great flip.
Look at that. You got a bald patch.
I know.
It's showing.
I know. You know why? Because my hair's not dyed. When my hair's dyed.
No, it's because you have no hair.
Yeah, well that too, but when my hair's dyed, you don't notice it as much.
Feelings. It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, driven in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher.
So here is my little miniature hutch that I've now painted in that linseed paint, and I've put a little bit of decor on it. The small blue little tea set, I've ended up hot gluing some of the plates to the wall, and yeah, just sort of stuck them down to make them stay a little bit. But I'm so happy with the way this looks. I'm absolutely obsessed with this linseed colored paint. I'm just pretty much painting everything with it. So yeah, I was really happy with the way that one's turned out. And I also put my decoupage plate next to it. I thought it sort of tied in nice with all the blue.
Feelings. It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, driven in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heart be needing. Skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher.
Now onto this dreaded stove. So all the grills and all the elements I'm putting straight into the dishwasher, as well as the vents in the extractor, they're all going in the dishwasher on a super hot wash, and I just find it gets them really, really nice and clean. So I'm just using some paper towel to soak up as much of that grease as I can to start with, because it's really just caked on there. It was disgusting. I mean, you guys can see it's just so disgusting. So once most of the grease is up, then I'm just going to go in with some spray and wipe, let it sit for a little bit to try and loosen up some of that grease. And then I just wipe all the backsplash first, since that comes off quite easily because it's a glass backsplash. And I just leave that spray and wipe sitting on the stove for a little while, helping to break down some of that grease. I also go in with some cream cleanser on the extractor here to just try and get off the stubborn globs of grease, if that's what we can call it. And I find this cream cleanser works really, really well for the stove. It gets everything off with minimal elbow grease. You're a good girl, lady. You've been really helpful actually lately.
I'm always helpful.
Not in the house so much. I really have to drag it out of you normally, but I reckon the last few months you've been really good, like just cleaning your room without even asking and not having to nag you 50 million times to do stuff. I do appreciate that.
I'm sure you do.
No, I do.
Well, I haven't done the other bathroom.
Which one have you done?
The small one.
That's all right.
And I haven't done the floor.
That's all right. Did you just take the hair out of your drain? That's probably...
I'm going to do that when I do the cat litter.
Yeah.
So I can just chuck in the same bag.
Well, the cat litter's in the theatre room at the moment.
Yeah, I was wondering where the fuck it went. I was like, where the frick's the cat shitting now?
I hope she knows she's supposed to be shitting in there.
Well, I haven't seen shit anywhere else.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And I did
But you never know, she's probably doing it under our beds.
Probably. Wouldn't put it past that bloody cat.
Or she's probably been doing it off in the washing on the floor. Just like, shit in the washing and then cover it up with more clothes.
Yeah, and then I just put it all straight in the washing machine. Oh, that's so gross. I think I'd smell it. They had the grease caked on that thick. It was just not coming off. So I've covered the element and I've covered the little gap in the middle and just sprayed it with some oven cleaner and let that sit and help break down the grease. And then I went in with a steel wool pad and it all just came up quite nice. But yeah, just if you're going to use oven cleaner on your stove, just be very careful because I don't think it's recommended. And especially not to put it anywhere near your gas, like the gas element or is it the ignition light thing, the ignition switch? Yeah, so that's why I covered them up.
I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do.
emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. Look away so you won't see, 'cause the pain is in my eyes. Feels like I could break at any moment and shatter your insides. If you read my mind, call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight. I would rather lie to you. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight. I would rather lie to you. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie. Walking away, your words are lost on me. It's taking everything not to turn around. Throw it away. See if you'll let go of me when you're not holding me. I can see it now. Hey, when I lose, but if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this a long time. Lost in my head, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose this. I'm up all day, all night, replaying our last fight. Now in hindsight, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose this. Yeah, kinda hate myself sometimes. Everything was on the line, didn't wanna be the one.
And we're done. Oh my God, it feels so good. And see, there's that little basket that I gave a makeover. I'm keeping it there. Oh, there's nothing more satisfying than having a clean kitchen. I don't know, nothing brings me joy more than just waking up or just looking at my kitchen and it just being perfectly clean. I love it. So I'm going to take you through and show you everything now, all done, all nice and clean. So we'll start off here on my little decor shelf. This is kind of like what I would, my shelf is the entry to my kitchen. I have this as, I class this as part of my kitchen decor. I just love this shelf so much. I love everything on it. And there's a few things that I'm going to be giving makeovers to, but yeah, like I'm pretty much happy with the way this shelf is. And yeah, so let's just go into the kitchen and have a look around. So my 3-tiered tray here, I have, that used to be a big galvanized tiered tray and I've painted it with some white chalk paint. I haven't decorated it yet because I have got some ideas planned for this tray. So I've just got some little decor pieces on there at the moment that I just don't have a place for until I can actually get to decorating that tray. I have all my cutting boards here. I love my collection of cutting boards. And this is my new styled shelves up here now. So I've got a couple of little copper pieces that I'm displaying. And yeah, took everything else away. And this is the decor that I like the way it looks up there. So that's pretty much how I'm keeping it year round. All my windows are nice and clean now. Well, the inside of the windows is clean. The outside's still filthy, but yeah, definitely a lot better than it was this morning. Not a single dish to be seen in the sink. I absolutely love that. That brings me so much joy. I've got this little setup here that I decorated and I love the way it looks. Those are just faux crocs that I picked up those croc style tins from the thrift store and just put a little tissue paper transfer on them and made them look somewhat like a croc. So yeah, I'm really happy with that setup. My stove, oh my god, finally it's clean, free of grease. I've banned any cooking of bacon and eggs in the house from now on. That all has to happen out on the barbecue. These canisters, I always get asked where they're from. They were from Kmart ages ago. So let's dive into some of the cupboards and drawers. I have all of my drawers and everything I've gave a good clean out to, gotten rid of all the bits and, bits of crumbs that always seem to gather in there. This is our everyday set of plates that we use. And this set down the bottom is my absolute favorite dinner set that I always threaten people when if I ever move out, I'm taking that dinner set with me. That's my absolute favorite. That's just where we have our bin and recycling. And then in these cupboards here, I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't feel I do anyway, like kitchen stuff. I just have stuff that we actually use. So I like to set it out so that you can just sort of grab it. Things aren't stacked too much on top of each other. This is all our servingware and baking dishes. And then this is all our storage containers. Then under the sink as well, I gave a good tidy up too. Just working through all my different cleaners. In that big tin there is where I keep all of my dishwashing tablets. So I feel like that area is quite neat. Dishwasher's done. Inside this corner cupboard is where I keep mostly all of our Christmas type of things because we do little fry pans for our Christmas dinner. So this is all of the stuff we need for that. So that only really gets used once a year. I've got all my baking dishes and sheet pans in that bottom drawer. And then in this cupboard here is where I have all my pots and pans. And that's pretty much all we have. That's all I really need and use. I didn't do much in the pantry. I just gave the shelves a quick wipe over because I did a little bit of rearranging and reorganizing last week. So it was looking reasonably okay. I mean, I'm happy with the way it is. I like everything contained in baskets. It just keeps everything neat. And I've usually got the basket set up by categories. So we've got like Italian and Mexican in one basket, Asian food in another, Indian food in another. Then we have the cat biscuits and food, and then some overflow, like backup supplies of like sauces and mustards. And then the very first basket right closest to you is the kids' quick snacks like noodles and that sort of thing. Then in these ones, we just have all like cooking spices, our tinned food, teas. Then the next one's like coffees and spreads, baking, and then the junk food. And then we've just got like all the flours and sugars in all of those plastic containers. So onto my butler's pantry, the bit I'm most excited about. I'm just absolutely loving the way it looks now. I love each individual piece that's on here. I love how it all looks together, and yeah, I think I'm really happy with this decor style now. So up the top here, we've got my bird cage that I've had for ages. It was in a different part of my house. We have my little window frame or picture frame that I did for my bedroom, and like I was saying before, I've just painted over the flowers in some linseed colour and white just to dull them down and make them more neutral. And yeah, we've got the bird cage still needs to get a makeover, so that's still going to be painted. And I've got my other little bird cage over here with some flowers and my silverware. I really just love the way this all looks together now. I have a little riser here. This was a marmalade pot that I DIY'd myself. I actually don't think I did a video on this, but it was basically just a little cheap plant pot that I got from Kmart. Painted it with chalk paint and then Mod Podged a tissue paper printout. Like I printed out that design on some tissue paper and stuck it on with some PVA glue, and yeah. And this is my little hutch that I've given my makeover to now. Painted it in my absolute favourite colour, linseed paint, and just displayed some mini little tea sets on here. And I just love the little blue tea set offset with my decoupage plate that I've just done recently. And yeah, I'm just loving everything about the look of all this now. I'm so happy, can you tell? So I've got all my coffee bags in this basket here. This I use on a daily basis. I've displayed my 2 Kmart mixing bowls here, which I just really like because it just ties in with the colour scheme that I've got going. I have 2 vintage frames here that I picked up from the thrift store, as well as 2 little pots that I picked up from a garage sale a little while ago. This has always been here, my honey pot, my little jugs, and a little plate stand with some birds on it. These 2 canisters were part of a Kmart set. Kettle and toaster has been here forever. They're both from Kmart as well. This farmhouse crate I gave a makeover to a little while ago, and I've just got my teaspoons, some little plates, serviettes, and a tea bag holder sitting in that. I have 2 vintage shakers here that I just chalk painted and distressed, and I just like the way they look. We have our coffee maker, which doesn't get used a lot anymore because I just like my coffee bags more. These canisters are part of that same set as the biscuit and bread tin. I have a little blackboard here that I haven't got anything written on yet. My copper cup that I picked up from a garage sale a while ago. And I normally just put my used tea bags in that, and then once that's full I just tip it all out. But yeah, I'm just loving the way this all came together, and it definitely, yeah, it brings me nice warm fuzzy vibes more than the last way I had it decorated. I just feel it's, yeah, a little bit, I think I'm going a bit more cottagey in my decor rather than farmhouse now. I don't know what style I've got, but I just love this. I just really love it. So yeah, and then in these cupboards, they're not super organized. We've just got our coffee mugs and glasses in here. Then at the bottom, we've got 1 basket full of those protein shakers and some other coffee plungers in there. And then this corner cupboard here has all of my holiday decor. So we've got Halloween, not decor, but all the, you know, pots and plates and glasses for different holidays. Easter up there, and then down the bottom here is all Christmas, as well as 2 chocolate fountains there. I have 2 because we normally have one for white chocolate and one for dark chocolate, so we might have 2 going at the same time. So yeah, that's all my holiday plates and cups. And then in this cupboard underneath the sink, I just keep all of my different placemats and tablecloths and serviettes and table runners for each of the holidays as well. And as that holiday finishes, I normally put that on the bottom so that then they're constantly sort of rotating through to the next holiday that's coming up. So yeah. Probably doesn't look like it here though, actually, because Halloween's coming up next and all of the Halloween seems to be at the bottom. But anyway, that was my thinking with that. So this big cupboard here is mostly Michael's. So we've got barbecue and grilling stuff right at the top. All his Hydro Flask stuff has got a whole shelf to itself now. And then I've just got my two shelves worth of appliances there. They're all the appliances that I use. We have a set of baskets with some overflow stuff in, and then the bottom is all for the dog biscuits. So that is pretty much it, guys. That is my whole kitchen looking spick and span and absolutely just over the moon. And to be honest, it's been over a week now and it's stayed like that. So yeah, I'm keeping on top of everyone, making sure they're not making bacon and eggs every day on the stove. And yeah, they're doing it outside on the barbecue now and it's made all the difference. So I hope it's given you some motivation to do some cleaning and maybe some redecorating in your own house. And yeah, I've got heaps more videos coming up for you guys. I've just got to find the time to edit them. So as soon as I get them all done, I'll be uploading them and getting them ready for you guys to watch. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.